What's up, everybody? Hey, V-Show here. Boy. So this video has been a few days in the making. I've started recording it a couple of times, deleted it just as many times because I would end up talking about stuff that I didn't really want to talk about. So this is still part of my resignation documentation. If you look at one of my older videos, it was, I think it was titled Rough Week, because that was speaking about last week. Last week was really rough. It doesn't look like it's getting any better. I am at some point in the next week or two going to have to figure out when I'm going to Virginia. My dad's better than he was, but then in some ways he isn't. So at this point, it's just, it would be great if one of the places that my daughter and I applied to would get back to us. That's what we're waiting for. The place that we were approved for is not going to be ready until the 14th. And even with that place, we applied for that place with the thought that my dad was going to be well enough to move in with us. I'm not sure that that's the deal now. So we're still looking for a place. I just finished paying August rent here where I'm at in the Bronx. I don't want to pay September's rent. I'm at the point now where I'm even looking into Florida. Listen, Richmond, Florida, somebody's got to give us a goddamn bone because we've applied for places. I don't know what they're looking for. We're coming down there and we're trying to give you cash for a couple of months, at least. You know, I don't know what they're looking for, y'all. But anyway, resignation documentation. So today is exactly 1 month that I have resigned. What's accomplished in that month? Wow, besides the blood, sweat, and tears of resigning from a job. Let's see, I've been applying to other jobs in Richmond because that's where I wanted to move, and I still want to move there. So I'm applying to things in Richmond. The problem is that my address on my resume is still a Bronx address. Now, it would be great to apply for things in Richmond, but if they see a Bronx address, they're going to be like, well, what the fuck? So until I have a permanent address, I'm leery about continuing to apply for things. I'm going to do it anyway because my resignation. Y'all hear my cat, Stormy? It's about that time again. It's been a couple of months. I don't want to move with her doing this. It's going to be a problem. Anyway. Yeah, so I think my hope is that someone's gonna look at my cover letter, because my cover letter talks about me wanting to relocate and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that at some point someone will look at my cover letter along with my resume and say, oh, she's open, let's call her, because I am open. Richmond is really where I'd rather go, honestly. I am open to Florida, the Miami area, if Richmond does not pan out. But by hook or by crook, by my birthday, I'm not going to be living here. I'm not going to be living here. I don't know if I'm going to be in a shelter. I don't know if I'm going to be in a shelter in New York. I don't know if I'm going to be in a shelter in Virginia. My preference is that I'm going to be in an apartment in Virginia. And if not Virginia, worse comes to worse than Miami, I'd rather do Virginia because that's where my people are. But at this point, I am looking to get the fuck out of New York because I can't take this noise. I can't take the bullshit no more with New York. Yeah, it's crazy. For those of y'all that don't live here, it's gotten really, really, really bad. So I'm dying to get the fuck up out of here. But all I know is that my birthday is on September 23rd. I will not be here. And if I am, I'll be very close to shooting myself. And y'all think I'm lying. I'm not. I don't want to be here for my birthday. I don't want to be in New York. I don't want to be in this apartment. If I'm in New York, preferably it'll be in another apartment and it'll be in a different situation where I don't have to worry. I'm in a situation right now where I have to worry because although I resigned my job and I had savings, these apartments that we're applying to, they say that they're going to get back to us in 3 days and they're not getting back to us in like to 3 weeks. And I'm applying with these applications. Those things cost money. But now you're cutting into my savings and now you're cutting into what I was going to put down for the apartment. So that part's a little shaky, y'all. I'm still waiting to see what's going to happen with my unemployment. But I'm still burning my sage. I am still thankful. I am still grateful because I paid my rent for August today. It was in this apartment, which I wish I didn't have to stay here, but you know what? I'm blessed that I had the money to pay the rent to be here. So even though that was $1,200 that I wish could have gone to my new apartment in a different state, you know what? Me and my family got a place to live, so for another month. So as much as I didn't want to spend that money, I'm thankful that I had it to spend. So be it. But again, if anyone knows of any apartments in the Richmond area, preferably not the counties unless it's on a bus line. Seriously. 234, something within the city limits or at least within a bus line. Something close to Broad Street would be great also. Anyway, guys, that's what we're looking for. I know that we're going to be blessed. I know it. I'm not, you know what? I have to condition myself not to worry, but worrying is not going to help anything. So I just have to pray. And I've been meditating, and you know what? We're going to do it. It's going to be all right. I know it is. It's scary, because I'm going to tell you, from the time that I was 18, that was the last time I left the job without anything to fall back on. And that was a Mickey D's job. So that was that long ago that I left that place, So here I am. Wow, my face is dirty. Here I am. I will be, 57. I'm going to be 57 next month. So we're talking 30-something years of, constantly being employed and not leaving employment, or not leaving employment without something to fall back on. So this is my first time being out there like that. Man, it's been a minute. The crazy thing is, if I let it get to me, it will eventually get to the point where I'll start having the panic attacks and all of that stuff, and I don't want to do that to myself. So what I have been doing is when I start to feel myself getting once I start thinking about stuff that I have to do that I know could be problematic if I don't get it taken care of. Once I start thinking about stuff like that, usually that's when the heart starts quickening and the breaths, the short breaths become quicker and quicker and quicker. So when I recognize that happening, I've been able to calm myself down. So I'm gonna just keep on with that. And it seems to be working, because that way I can just concentrate on one thing at a time. Because if I start thinking about everything all at one time, I might have another panic attack and those dark places, dark places that I don't want to go to. So I am taking it easy. I'm chilling, running errands, and just doing things day by day the way that I can. I turned in the keys to my post office box today because I've been getting everything delivered mainly here. I don't really have the stuff that I have going to the post office box are mainly my prescriptions from Goddess Provisions. I paused that for now because I can't keep paying for something. Don't have money coming in, so pause that. So that's really all I have for the post office box. I opened it because when I was working in the office, it was just easier to get my mail there. I've been paying for that for over a year now of not having to. So along with the fact that we were planning to move anyway, I went ahead and turned in my keys to my P.O. box. It was a long and prosperous, beautiful relationship. I had that P.O. box on 40 Doo-Wop for 5 years. I opened it the year that I started working at $11.99 because the post office is right next door on 40 Doo-Wop. The office for $11.99 is moved, but the post office is still there. So I used to go there. It would give me an excuse to go to the city and leave the house during the pandemic. But I've been getting most things delivered here. And when we do get our final address, I'm just gonna mail forward. So I'm like, you know what? I went and turned the keys in today so I don't have to pay for August, September, and October. Slowly wrapping things up in New York. Just waiting for the positive, definite Virginia address or Miami, whichever one. I'm at the point now where I don't care. I just need to get out of New York. I need to get to an environment that's a whole lot more conducive to making Velvet happy. If you've noticed, it's been really quiet outside. That's the quietest it's been in my neighborhood in I don't know how long. It's almost eerie. It's making me think, what the hell's going on that it's so damn quiet? Because there have been sirens all day, people screaming all day, all kinds of shit, all damn day. It's constantly noisy here. One of the things I've noticed too is that the sirens, y'all tell me if I'm bugging out. I don't think I am. The sirens on the ambulances and the police cars, they're up, they're higher. They're higher. I noticed it just being here. I went to the city today. I had to go to the P.O. box, like I was telling you, turn in my keys. Then I stopped by 125th Street. And I was actually outside when an ambulance, it was a Mount Sinai ambulance. The fucking siren on that Mount Sinai ambulance. I don't know what they've done to those ambulances, but they've turned them up. The ambulances that we have now, they did something to them because those shits are, the fucking decibel gets in your shit. It's high. I could hear an ambulance from the concourse. And I live quite a ways from the concourse. From the concourse, you got to pass by Walton, Sheridan, Morris, all of these things, the Webster, you got to pass by all those blocks to get to where I am. I be hearing the ambulances from way up that way because those shits are loud. They're loud, and the reason why I could tell that they're louder is because before, I've been on this block for 15 years. If I heard an ambulance loud, it was on the block right here. It would ride past the house and it was gone. Now, you're hearing ambulances way back there. 5 minutes past and they're not past my house yet. They're still right here at the light. And then they finally passed my house, and it's like almost 10 minutes later. I'm hearing these ambulances from the concourse. There's no way in the world y'all gonna sit there and tell me that them shits are not louder. They're louder. They're louder. So everybody, if y'all think that y'all bugging the fuck out, and you're wondering like, God damn, are the ambulances louder? Yes, they are, darling. It's not just you. Nope. It's the ambulances. They're louder. So the ambulances, the people, they don't seem to care about each other anymore. There's a lot of stuff that's going on that's making me say, you know what, I gotta get out of New York. If I don't get out of New York, I'm gonna hurt somebody, I'm gonna hurt myself, I'm gonna end up getting hurt. Whatever it is, I can't stay here. I can't stay here, man. People don't care. So that's where I'm at. Yes, my sage is still burning. So I've been on this thing. I went to Five Below. If you guys have never been there, Five Below is a store that's kind of like a Lots for Less. If you are unhappy with anything in your life, go to Five Below. You're going to find something that's going to make you smile. They have the sage. I've been burning this. This is the floral sage, so it's got the colors of the chakra. Burn it. If you're a sage burner, burn it. I've been burning, this is my second stick. I burned through the whole first one. I burn sage a lot. If you look at my other videos, you'll see I am a sage burner. That's been keeping me sane. That and Palo Santo. My spray. I spray that. And I also burn the Palo Santo stick for creativity. As for my dad, he's still hanging in there, thank you, Lord. He's still hanging in there, but I feel I still need to get down there in the next couple of weeks, the next week or two. I just want my dad to know that don't give up. You know what I mean? That's a real heavy situation. Having a parent that's sick and they're in another state is not something that you want to deal with. It's not something that you are going to look forward to. You know, this has been one of the most trying times in my life because I love my dad so much. And for someone, my dad has not been the type of guy that's ever been sick like that. So to know that he's in straits where he can't even get up and walk for himself, that shit is fucking me up. And it's taking a lot of meditation that I don't break down right now. I got shit to do. I have too much shit to do. So I have to stay strong because I don't know. Like from one minute to the next, honestly, when it comes to my dad, I don't know. So I'm just trying to hang in there, trying to stay strong. But anyway, thank y'all for letting me share. You hear my crazy cat Stormy? That's another thing. She's going back through her meows. That shit's been driving me nuts. Hi, darling. Whew. But anyway, y'all, thank you for letting me share. Thank you for the prayers for my dad. Thank you for the prayers for me. I appreciate all of y'all. Drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe. Let me know, like, if you guys have gone through this, tell me what you did to make yourself not go crazy. Because, you know, I don't know how many of you guys have ever tried to relocate, but tell me what your experiences were. Because I'm at a point right now where I'm starting to get desperate. I don't want to stay in New York. I don't. But if nobody in Richmond is biting back, except for the places that I can't afford, it looks like I'm going to have to be staying here. I'll be homeless. Seriously. Because I'm not, I can't. Can't do it. But anyway, resignation documentation. I don't, you know what? I'm not going to even throw that in the air. I know I'm not going to be homeless. I know that something's going to come my way. It's just it's taking its time, and it's making sure that it's the right thing. That's the way I'm going to look at it. Yeah, I like that. I like that a whole lot better. What y'all think about that? Again, comment, like, subscribe. Comment and let me know, you know, how you handled your resignation. Did you resign? Did you resign with something in the bag? Did you resign with something not in the bag like me? Tell me about it. Talk. Oh, and Choki and Hades say, what's up? Anyway, y'all, I'm still hanging in there. Thank you for letting me share.